Boom, 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 boom. What up, Colby? What up, Runic? How you guys doing? Thanks for popping in, guys. Appreciate you. All right. So, I suppose it's time we get to work, isn't it? All right. I just have to wipe down my table real quick. Should probably put this in the koozie. How's everyone doing this afternoon? We will not be here until 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whatever o'clock tonight. This is going to be a relatively short, sweet live stream. We're going to do some router work. And yeah, and that. I have a few things that I have to do. So, where's the cleaner? Glass cleaner works. My workbench was a metal workbench over the last couple of days. Well, the shop was a metal workshop over the last couple of days. Not so much the bench, but it was a horizontal surface that held lots of stuff. Ooh, almost yeeted that on the floor. Plus got debris on it. That's trash. Stick that up there. All right. Now, I need Chaos 2. Getting losers for playing with wood. Excuse me. One wants to know what time she's planning dinner for. Whenever. It doesn't matter. I will eat food whenever I get there. Nobody has to plan dinner around me being there. All right. So, if I recall, when we last left off, we had these to cut out. Which that is not the way. I have to go this way. The seat slats. So they will be cut out this way. Right. So it's going to be an interesting pattern. Worry about that here in a bit. But what I want to do first is do the router table work on these. I'm not doing that by hand. So in order to do that, I need to get my router bench out, or router table out. Janky as it is. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. And if you're not, well, fix it. make it better. I guess. I don't know. I didn't have any clever words of wisdom there. Sorry, I'm just cleaning off this little table where I seem to have thrown all my little scraps of wood. I don't know why I was keeping all of these. I think I'll probably go in there. Really have no idea. Oh, these are more. These are more pieces. Wait. They can't be more pieces. They're too skinny. But they're labeled. Okay. I'm going to put these over here. Just hold on to them. I'm not sure if those were extra pieces that I had cut or what. All right. This thing out here to a spot where it sits level. To make homemade roll. Sure. Sure, whatever you want. Let's do 9:30 or 10. How's that sound? One janky ass router tip. All right. I do some work. Oh, damn. I still have that on there. I do not need this. I can sit right there. I do, however, excuse me, need my tools. Here and here. What up, Turner? 9 months, man. A long time. I keep looking at mine every time I come into yours. I think the last one I had was, I don't know, it was right as you were ending a live when I popped in. I don't remember what it was. It was, I don't know, 18 months, maybe. I don't know, something crazy. All right, I want those. This is going to sit up there, and I want to move this nonsense out of my way. Appreciate you bringing one of the OGs, Turner. In fact, I think you were the OG. All right. I have to get router bits, my patterning bits. What's this? Oh, those are patterns. They're not my patterning bits. There we go. Patterning bits. All right, let's find one that's the right thickness. About to go fight some poison ivy. Oh, nice. Good luck, buddy. And these patterning bits are bottom bearing. I was hoping I had top bearing. God bless it. Let me see if I have another set of patterning bits. Come on, get in the hole. These all bottom bearing, bottom bearing, bottom bearing, bottom bearing. All right. I think I have a set that is top bearing somewhere in here. You would think I would have had them out in the open with the other ones, but apparently you would think wrong. There's those, that. They're in here some freaking where. I know it. What the bloody hell did I do? Maybe they're not in here. Okay. So, what did I do with my patterning bits? Not there, not there. All right. Well, they got to be somewhere around here. Sorry, guys. Oh, found them. The only one not allergic. Oh man, I don't. Well, I haven't messed with it in a long time. I might have an allergy to it now. All right, so I probably want this one. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be the one. All right. Don't need those yet, but I will need those later. Runic, if you're still in here, man, I like your stuff you sent me. And again, I also have this one, which is an upcut bit. Or downcut bit, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Mine will be turning as an upcut, and that's a really nice bit. It does help prevent tear out. We'll go with that one first. I need to get some double-sided tape. Yeah, found it. God bless it. Where's my drink? Like what? Your well, the soap you sent me. But this other stuff you sent me, the wax and the balm. I'm gonna have to send you a text later. With my my final decision on the balm, but I like the wax. Really good. I mean, I like them both. Don't get me wrong. I'll send you a text later with my inputs for whatever it's worth. We're going to use some of the wax right here on this table. Also, I need my safety pin. Safety pin, 0 pin, alignment pin, work starting pin, whatever the hell you want to call it. Well, it would be super nice if it was in this drawer. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Maybe it's in this drawer. Nope. Big silver pin. Where the hell did I put it? Usually goes in this drawer. Nope. Found it. It was in that drawer. It was under a thing. A little starting pin. What's that? Bearded Viking. Thanks, buddy. 6 months, the only memberships I pay for? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. How you doing, buddy? Well, I see you just said you're doing well, so I'm going to assume that you're doing well. Haven't been in your chat in a while, but I do pop in. I mean, I haven't been talking in your chat in a while, but I do pop in. And I still watch your videos. They pop up on a pretty regular basis, in fact. What am I looking? Oh, that's what I was looking for. We're going to use Runix Workshop wax on this, and then we're going to set it up for our router work. This is essentially just to make it so the wood slides across this table. Life be life, and yeah. Life be life, and can't get away from it no matter how hard you try. So last night I took a kind of a mental reset, right? And I don't know. There's something about a fire that just it's like a fresh start or a restart, whatever you want to call it. And I was sitting out there, and I got to thinking that at some point I let woodworking become not fun anymore. And it just, like, when I'm out here and I'm working, you know, it's fun and all. But I think that it started to show on the channel. Like I was told, it looks like you're just going through the motions. And kind of makes sense. So the only thing I don't like about rubbing aluminum is it's dirty. Aluminum is so dirty. But I have done some changes. Now, this wasn't just a last night epiphany. This has been something I've been thinking about for a little while. In fact, all the way back to when I dropped live streams down to one a week. Because it wasn't fun anymore. I allowed my hobby that I really enjoy, and that is a I don't know, it's a bit of oasis for me, or at least it used to be. I allowed it to become just another job. And so I made some changes. I am no longer like I justified it. I justified being in the shop every day, all day long, because building a business, right? And you get out what you put in. I'm a firm believer you get out what you put in anything. But this particular business was started because I enjoyed it. And then I started not enjoying it. And it was just another job. Now I made some very drastic changes to my business. Like drastic changes. I need you to stay right there. Like, God damn it. Stay right there. Bless him. So now I'm no longer hounded by deadlines and things because I only take the jobs that I want to do. I've got a full-time job. I don't need to work 2 or 3. Sometimes working in your own shop can be more exhausting and require more hours. Where did my little crank go? Here it is. Than a full-time job ever would. All right, we're going to leave that one right there. We're going to do that, I think. Let's see if that's set to the right height. Anyway, made some changes. And I got to be honest, I was actually looking forward to today's live stream. Looking forward to getting into the shop and doing some work. Just something that honestly hasn't happened in quite a while. And that's mostly my fault. I used to say yes to every project, everything. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter when your deadline was. You want 100 fishing tournament plaques, and you want them, on by Thursday. Sure, absolutely, 100%. I'll get them to you. And I'll do it for next to nothing because building my business name, right? And that is not beneficial to me. Beneficial to the customer. It's not beneficial to me. So I stopped doing it. And now I have free time, which is amazing. What up, BTB? Does it have the easy lift system? I have no idea. It's just got a crank here and a little fine-tuned knob on the bottom. It's literally just a pass-through to the actual router that has a lift. Oh, thanks, Runic. Yeah, here, I'll show you the system that it's got under here. There. Like, it's just a pass-through down through the hole into this Allen head nut here, and then you got your fine-tune. And this is the lock, unlock. It's literally just part of the router. The router is just bolted to the table. It's not the greatest router or table in the world. This particular router that came with the table is a 1-speed router, which, as you guys know, can be detrimental to your health and digits when you have large things and you don't want them spinning at 30,000 RPMs. I'm going to need that video, though, because I'm currently cooking. You're going to, what video? What are you talking about? Looking at the Bosch. I would say if you can get a better router table, I don't know anything about the Bosch, but if this router table is the only thing that you can get for a decent price, great, go for it. But this particular table does leave a lot to be desired very quickly. The fence is very finicky. All right, so I need to come in here and then around and back out, or in this way, which I can do by using a pin. Why is that damn thing not getting tight? There we go. Okay. We're going to see how this works. I'm not going to hook up dust collection to it yet. We're just going to run with it. In fact, I don't have a hookup. My hookup's in the... I also need to clamp it down to the table so it doesn't run away from me. It's not, like I said, it's not a bad starter router table, but if you have the ability to get a better one through Marketplace or what have you, I highly suggest you do that. Bandsaw. Oh, nice. So you might even, you can always just cut a piece of plywood, mark out your mounting holes, which on this router there's 3, and make your own table. If you're not using it for anything big or anything, mass production wise, and then just clamp it to your workbench or something. There's a bajillion videos about it. If you want to go that route. TWC is one that I recommend. He's got a nice one on a little router assembly. All right, let me see if I can't break that bit. Got it. It works. It works. Well, the point of these little nubs, God bless America. Point of these little nubs is we're going to work them down into a round dowel, and that will go into holes on our uprights. Now, can I reuse this tape twice? Or should I get new tape? Let's find out. I think I can reuse the tape. All right. Was a little too aggressive with that one. Man. Fucking hell. I was a little too aggressive with that. That's why you kept hearing it bite. But got the job done. Still making a chair, sir. Haven't worked on it in 2 weeks. I was going to go live on last Sunday, and then I realized it's Easter, and I don't do live streams on holidays. As far as I'm concerned, that's a day for you to spend with family, and we spend enough time on the phone, on the internet in general. We don't need to. I don't need to encourage more. Some point this week, I will ship out these 2 flag cases. I was going to ship them out a little while ago, and I broke the glass on one somehow. Was it just sitting over there, which was not a good time. What up, Jesse? What up, Tim? Sergeant Grace. Now some purdy. So, what have you guys been up to the last 2 weeks? Some of you I haven't seen. Anybody making anything fun? Exciting? I do have an opportunity to make a few hundred European mount deals a year for 2 local taxidermists, I guess. Wrote music? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so there's another one. That's two. Got two more to do. And then we have what arguably will be the easier ones, which are those 4 back slats over there. What the fuck video was she talking about? I'm gonna need that video. Are you talking about my the video for what's up, Walter? For your class? I should probably fix that. You know, it's a simple like 6-minute video, 8-minute video, 10-minute video, something stupid. And I have learned, I know you guys probably didn't know this, but apparently I like to talk. I had no idea. I will talk about any fucking thing. So, trying to record a video for kids, not for kids, but for teachers to use with kids, I guess. As a teaching aid of sorts. Apparently, I just like to yak. Anyway, so I have an opportunity to do several hundred European mount plaques of various styles a year. Excuse me. Which is a simple enough build. I can build a jig and route most of it out. Something that having a CNC would probably be really useful for. Too bad CNCs aren't real woodworking. What's up, Brian? But I'll just make if I decide to take the gig, I do have or I would have quite a bit of artistic freedom, which is nice. So we shall see. I don't know if I'll do it or not. I mean, it's a nice income. So we shall see. Workbench turned out nice. Mine? This one? Or yours? Haven't seen you do a workbench video. Am I missing all your videos? Although Wednesday I was a little upset with myself that I fell asleep before I got to watch your. Was it Wednesday? To watch your live. Might not have been Wednesday. There's 3 down, 1 to go. Popping in with day with the boys. Oh yeah, Mike. That's way more important than coming in here. Appreciate you popping in though. You know, I used to have some double-sided tape that was really amazing. It was super thin. It was like if you took a piece of packing tape and you put the sticky shit on both sides. It was amazing. And I don't have anymore, and I don't remember what the brand was. Not one of those. I mean, you can just use an Allen key. It'd have to be a long Allen key. I mean, you got to be 3 inches long. I lost my. Oh, there it is. Now, if I do decide to do this job with the plaques, the European mounts and things, I may actually invest in a CNC machine. Nothing big, just a small one. Unless I find a decent one used, I will not be spending a ridiculous amount of money. And then I can be not a woodworker like everybody else. Clutch my pearls. I mean, talking in terms of speed for batching out the same type of stuff over and over, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's either that or more powerful laser. It's like I do the blue tape trick. What are you talking? Oh, are you talking about my that double-sided tape I had? So I don't remember where I bought it, but it was amazing shit. It was super fucking sticky. But your wood had to be perfectly flat. Because it didn't have like this stuff is, I don't know, like 2 sheets of paper thick. It's got a little bit of give to it. It can conform a little bit. What up, Father Time? But that other stuff, I had it in the 1-inch strips, and if you put two like on a small pattern like this, put 2 strips on it, you were breaking this thing before you popped it off. Like it was insane. Like you didn't need that much. like this, you see, I put a strip down both sides, and it's still like it's got a little bit of wiggle to it. That other stuff, it didn't wiggle. Blue tape both pieces and then CA glue. Yeah, that works too. Keep telling you, man, they're a treat. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm a big fan of things that make my life easier. All right. And there's nothing that I do that I can justify a CNC machine for. All right. Aside from the fact that it's not real woodworking. Uh, but if I was batching out several hundred things that are, um, a few different designs of the same thing, a CNC I would then be able to justify a CNC machine. But yeah, I've done the CA glue trick on blue painter's tape. In fact, I have a ton of blue painter's tape and a bunch of CA glue in a freezer. The Scotch tape doesn't stick as bad. Yeah. That's true. That is true. So the reason that I have this opportunity is because I met the guy at the pub. And, most most good business deals are done over drinks, and this guy and another guy. Or, so there's two guys. I only met one, but they were both getting their stuff from another person, their mounts, and they both know each other and they're both friends. So he told me that if I do it, it'll be not just for him, it'll be for his buddy too. And like they're both looking for somebody to do this again, to do the woodworking side. And he said, just find me somebody. So, what up, Naughty? How you doing? What up, Pixels? Hey, thanks, Pixels. I appreciate that. And I understand the mostly silent thing, man. I'm mostly silent in people's live streams these days anymore. I got accused one day of I was watching live streams on this channel, right? And I was interacting, and somebody jumped all over my shit because the only reason I would go to other people's live streams on this channel is to try to fish for subscribers. And I was like, well, I mean, that's nice and all. It's a nice idea, and I'm sure people do it, but I don't really fucking care about subscribers. Like I don't care. You can subscribe or not. It's not gonna hurt me in any way. Of course I do like having subscribers, don't get me wrong, but like this doesn't pay my bills. So it's not like my job. So I don't care as much as some maybe other people do. Also, why the hell wouldn't you want to get your name out there for any channel? I feel like Bearded Viking, he comes in here, he pops in other people's streams. Like that's how I met most of you guys. Was that way. Because you guys went into his live stream on your branded accounts. Like I don't I don't know. Some people I think are very anal retentive about nothing. Also, it was a faceless account, so no picture, no nothing. Just had a letter, kind of like Lawrence's there, but it wasn't. It wasn't Lawrence. I promise. I don't think it was anyway. Lawrence, was it you? Did you jump all over me? Oh, he's a troll, is he? Yeah, I figured as much. Who knows anymore? Who knows? Or am I the troll? I might be a troll. We don't know. What's the deal? Having a good day for a change? Hell yeah, Lawrence. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. That's 4 of those. Those are done. Well, the shaping is done. Now I got to do those 4 right there. What's the project, Anthony? It is a rocking chair. Give me 1 second. I'll show you a picture of what we're building. Made some minor modifications, to it, but we're building that rocking chair right there. I done went and bought a plan for it. I kind of like how the legs attach to the rockers, to be honest. I don't know what it is about this design here, but I like this one so much more than I like any of the other ones. Like initially, when I was looking for designs for rocking chairs, I was looking to find one that I could just cannibalize some parts of it, and make kind of my own thing, because I didn't like any of the designs that I had seen. Like I liked different bits of different ones. And then I seen that one. And I was like, all right, well, doing that. And here we are. So really the only thing we're changing on it though is the wood material. I'm not really doing any structural changes to it because I like it so much. Sam Maloof's chair. I don't know who Sam Maloof's chair is. The name sounds familiar. Wait, isn't it the one that... Did somebody tell me about that and I looked it up? I think our next live stream project will be a whiskey cabinet of my own design. After this chair is done, because I have a buddy who's getting married. He needs a whiskey cabinet. Did I make the template? I made these. The paper, I got papers for everything. Like it's a print plan. I had to wait for it. But I made the templates, right? Put the paper on there and cut it out, sand it, whatnot. And then rough cut the piece on the bandsaw so that I can do trim work on the router. That is going to be awkward as fuck. All right, we're going to see how this works out. Oh, my maple is just a touch thicker than my white oak was. So we're going to bump that up to there. All right. All right. So the only bad thing about maple, flush cut bit with bearing. Yep. Rudder bit spin. So the only bad thing about maple is if you hang out too long, it'll burn. But thankfully, we have to sand anyway. So hopefully. Okay. Totally getting so close. I mean, that's that's not a bad idea. Hooked up a dust attachment for your shop vac. Yeah. So for this router table, the dust collector is on the fence, and that's just not worth me zip tying my shop vac up here. And it's attached to 1/4-inch maple plywood, just some maple scrap I had, or plywood pieces I had laying around. Right here, attached to stuff like this. Now, one of the things I could have done is I could have scanned it into the computer and cut it out with a laser. Try a speed controller. Yeah, I should get one for this. I really should, Father Time. That's not a half bad idea. Because the reason you're burning is either you're spending too long there or your bit's spinning too fast. That's most of why you burn. There's one shaped. That's interesting. I didn't notice it on the pattern, but when I was making the pattern, I necked it down right here, just enough that I can feel a little bump there. Yep, double-sided tape. This stuff is just some Amazon stuff I found. Oh, give me a second. I have a new package of it up here. It is called TSS Art double-sided woodworking tape. That's pretty on the nose, I guess. But it's just like really thin. It's got enough thickness to it that you can make up for a little bit of gaps, unevenness. But not enough that it's is gonna create a ton of problems. All right, I got 3 more of these to do. There's my little broom. I'll clean this off. The Runix wax is definitely helping me slide this stuff around here pretty well. And only a little bit of blackening on my pieces from the aluminum. Probably because I've worn through the aluminum or worn through the wax now. Here, one second. God dang, it got like muggy outside. All right, let's make another one. All right, so I need a little piece up top here because I don't want that thing moving around. We'll put 2 pieces down each side. I probably only need just 1 piece up here and then a piece this way, but I've got a few rolls of this stuff. I think I can afford to waste a little bit of it. So here you can see, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the gap. That's the only gap that it makes. It's just really thin, like the thickness of, I don't know, a sheet of paper. Glad you like it. What, this wax? Yeah, I do like it. So it is probably time to reapply right here. As you've seen, I didn't put it on extremely heavy, and this table never gets waxed. I can feel it over here, and I can feel it over here. Less so right in here, where I have these shiny spots. you guys want a different view instead of looking at my shoulder, it's like I have this ability that I can like move things. Like things will move. You guys can just. What's my estimate for build time? Well, if I hadn't taken the last 2 weeks off for various reasons, I think it would have been done. Let me see. Do I have? I do right here. So my estimate for build time until this is completely done, I'd say live streams, maybe this one and 2 more. But if I was just to work on it, I would say maybe a day, 2 days. There you go. Look at that. We can get you guys right up in here. And then if things go catastrophically wrong, why the fuck? Oh. So I rolled my yard yesterday. And, I was the first one to fire up the riding mower. And now everybody, that peer pressure from the neighbors. Everybody's got to fire up that lawnmower. That mower, I don't know if you guys can hear it. That's my neighbor, not next door, but the one house over. And their lawnmower is so loud, it sounds like it's in my yard. And I haven't heard it in so long that I forgot what it sounded like. But yeah. Okay. there's 2 done. Well, 2 shaped. Did a very bad job of getting close to my lines, but I think that I did that on purpose because you can see that line there. Oh, it's not even close, which means the one on this side is covered. How does the post assist the work? This post? That gives you a place to rest your work against. So the router bit spins this way, right? Which means it's going to push your work into that post. So when you're getting started, you lean against that post and you bring it into your router bit. That way it doesn't just rip it out of your hand and throw it over there and put your hand in here. So it's more of a, like every time you see my board jump, it's because I'm not leaning against this post and I'm doing what's called a climb cut. I'm pulling on this side of my bit. I'm pulling, which the bit is spinning this way, right? So if I'm pulling, it grabs and throws it. All right. Whereas on this side of the bit, I can pull and it's fine because the bit's trying to pull into the wood. But yeah, the post is there so that I don't come into this and it bites and then just takes it and throws it over. Gives me something to rest against and apply pressure to. Try just putting 2 pieces of tape on here. See what that does. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. This is pretty sticky stuff. I believe they call it a starting post. I'm not sure offhand what the proper name for it is. Yeah, no problem. This is what I do YouTube for, is to help learn people. And you guys help me learn too. So, all right, that seems pretty stable. All right. Switch over. So like I said, we're doing that. We're shaping this, and like now that I know it's there, I can see it. When I was shaping this template, I necked it down a little bit right here. So there's a little bit of a bump where it comes in and then flares out just a little bit right there. Hopefully that is not an issue. I don't think it will be because the end is the proper size. So that, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. If it's an issue, then it's an issue. See that ant on my table? Where the fuck did that little bastard come from? I suppose I'm gonna have to fumigate my shop. We have so in my area here, we have ants and we have annoying bees. I don't know what kind of bees they are. They're the kind that die. And I spread stuff in my yard to just kill everything because I don't need them. They serve no purpose to me. But our neighbor, a couple of houses down, has I believe they're called peony bushes, and they need ants in order to bloom. Is from what I understand, anyway. Uh, if they don't have ants to open up the blooms, I guess they don't bloom. Which is an interesting relationship, I suppose. I only knew that because I met them one time when I was spreading stuff out. They were looking at the house next door here when it was up for sale, and I was spreading stuff in the yard. And they asked me what I was spraying around, and it was at that time it was some sort of insecticide. And then I spread out stuff for fleas and ticks in the fenced in portion of my yard. Back when particularly when Thor was still alive, because they would just latch onto him something fierce. We will have, like, last year was a really bad year for fleas. It was nuts. Like, as soon as it got to weather like this, there was a million of them everywhere. Is it clean enough after routing, or perhaps a drum sander after? So I will go at it like it's a nice smooth joint, except for, this is curly maple, so sometimes you get a little bit of a rough patch. And what I'm going to do with this is, after I shape the dowel in the end, and I do my 1/8 inch round over across everything, is I will go at it and I'll machine sand the face, excuse me, the faces, and then I'll hand sand this and hand sand the edges. 'Cause I still have to get rid of some burn marks and stuff like that. But in general, it's a very smooth cut. Like, it's really nice. This one is a little grabbier right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's like some curl right there. What up, Curtis? How you doing, buddy? What up, Enrique? But yeah, like you can see here, there's a little bit of burn there I've got to get rid of, because it sticks out like a sore thumb on white wood. This is the last one we have to do, both sides of this one. And then I don't have my circle cutting jig, hasn't shown up yet for doing the rockers, so we won't do those today. But I suppose we could start on these, the slats. Actually, we might not have time. We'll see. We'll see where we're at, because I do want to spend a little bit chatting with you guys. We're gonna bite, man. Let's bite. There, for some reason over here, it wanted to dig in when I was taking out the waste. instead of just letting me shave it. It hit a spot where it just sunk right to the pattern. Didn't have any tear out or anything though, so that's a good thing. So you might notice that what I'm doing is like I'll hit the ends first and I'm doing a climb cut on this end, right? On the very tip. And I'm doing that so that I can get rid of the material up here at the end before I route the rest of this. So that way I don't have it rip a chunk out. Right? That's what I'm doing there. I'm trying to avoid tear out. Now this spiral bit is really nice for kind of not having tear out, and this one cuts up in this design. It's spinning and it's pushing the fibers up, so it's pushing them into the pattern, giving me a nice clean cut. There's a down cut version that'll pull fibers down, then you'll get a fuzzy bottom. And then there's a compression cut, which is half of it is an up cut, half of it's a down cut, and they meet in the middle. So it's pushing the fibers in from both sides, like pushing the bottom ones up and the top ones down. So you get the best of both worlds. I do not have a compression bit. No particular reason why. I just haven't ordered one yet. So 10:15 a.m. there. Hey, Johannes. How you doing? Pablo, how you doing? It is 4:15 here. Why did I look at my watch earlier? Think it was later. I don't know. I need a drink, and then we'll finish routing this. I'm probably going to be off around 5-ish tonight. I do have some stuff that I got to get done, but I want to chat with you guys. It's been a long time since we talked, right? Oh my goodness. All right, that should be all she wrote for that. I will have to make a new pattern. I'll scan this stuff over the computer and I'll make a pattern with the laser. All I needed to do is be 3 inches wide. I think I'm going to make a second one of these chairs at some point. Depends on how this one goes. That's what they look like. So I think those will look really nice for the back slats on the chair, don't you? They that'll look really sharp. Right, so there's those. There is these and these, which is the other pattern here. All right, that's done. Now, there is, however, a lot more to do. And because I'm doing a short live today, we're not going to do it. But I have to take every one of these, there is 9 of them, and I have to cut this out on every one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the white oak on the top. That's going to be the seat top, and this will be on the bottom, I think. So what I will have is in the middle here will be curly maple showing through. Now, and everything else will be the white oak. Right? It'll be white oak all the way up to about here, and then curly maple, and then white oak the rest of the way, so you get to the very front. Alternatively, I could do it this way, where we are predominantly curly maple, and we just have this little bit of white oak showing through. When I do the cutout. I am not particularly sure how I want to do it. I kind of like the idea of using the white oak on the top, because then there's more white oak showing. We already have so much curly maple. I know what those pieces are. Two of those pieces. Oh, no, never mind. No, they're back there. Huh. Never mind. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're extra pieces? I don't know. Anyway, that will be next time. For now, I'm going to flip these all over. Space those out so we can get some air flowing around them so they don't warp. Space these out. All right. I'm going to be getting off here, like I said, in about a half hour. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call it a day. And I'm just going to shoot the breeze with you guys. You'd put curly up. Yeah, I mean, it is a much prettier wood than white oak is. I think, I mean, so the seat arms are white oak. The top and bottom of the seat back is white oak. There's curly maple goes in this part, right? Between two of these. And then the rockers are curly maple. So, you know what? Fuck it. We'll put the curly maple up. Why not? It's a much prettier wood. The white oak can span the gap. Cutting these out, however, is going to be a treat. I'm very much not looking forward to that. That's going to be I don't even think that router bit is tall enough. Let's find out. This is unplugged, by the way. I would need to be way up there. All right, so that's not tall enough. I may have to go get a new. I thought I had some other ones other than those. Now I got those, which are bottom bearings. Run that down and let it just sit down here. Oh. All right. I guess I'm not doing that. I didn't realize she'd come all the way out. Goodness. I guess we'll take it off. Take that bearing off. Or that bit out. Yeah. Yeah. So, I think one of the things that I want to do going forward is keep my lives relatively short on average. And not have 7-hour-long lives unless it's like a production live or something where I'm just running it while I'm in the shop working. Or get to talking to you guys and bullshit until midnight. All right, there's that bit. I will have to get a longer bit. That needs to be 1.5 inches. I think that bit's only 1.25 inches. Bummer. What up, DeLand? How you doing, buddy? Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to cut them. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to look at it, think about it for a bit. I won't cut them until next week anyway. But we will see. I may. Maybe I'll make a pattern with them. There's 9 of them. I could do the middle one, curly maple up, the next 2, white oak, the next 2, curly maple. That's what, 4 or 5. 2 white oak. Two curly maple. You do that. You do it, you know, so it's like that in the center, that on the sides. Have a pattern going. That'd be interesting. No, that wouldn't work. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 10 of these. Why do I have 10 of these? Did I need 10 of them? Or did I make an extra one? Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I needed 10 of them. All right, so I could do 2 curly maple. I don't know. We'll see. I could do a pattern. Yeah. We'll see how it works out. It's really nice curly maple. Be a shame to hide it. What? Tis what it is. All right. Let's get you guys over here. It was burial. Everyone, I got him out back. Out back here in the cherry trees. I just like things to match, but that's me, right? Let me tell you, Thor was a big boy. And this is a rocky area. It took a bit. Where's my beverage? All right. I agree, Erwin. I agree. Yep. He's I said he's straight out, almost straight out behind my shop here, out in the back lot, in the cherry trees, just in the middle of them. There's a lot of rabbits back there. As you guys know, he did enjoy things that ran. He wouldn't chase anything if it didn't run. When it ran, he was on it. What up, Rusty? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for popping in. We're calling it an early night tonight. So we're gonna stand here and shoot the breeze for about a half hour. As a wind down, we got those routed out to the pattern. And then next Sunday or Saturday, we're getting into the warm weather now. So my lives may be Saturday or they may be Sunday. Depends on which day is going to be raining. And which day I'll be able to do yard work and stuff. So I'm always going to be in the shop on the worst day. So Saturdays, I haven't looked at the weather yet. Saturday or Sunday, we'll get those ones done, those seat slats. And I should have my circle jig in to do the rockers. And then there's really not a whole lot. We got the seat slats, the rockers to shape. We have to, do everything that gets an 1/8 inch round over, shape our ends for our dowels and drill holes and slap it together. Like it's a relatively simple project. The part that I've never done before is any of it. But the I like the idea of the only screws in it is there is two screws holding each end. There's one screw in each end of the seat slat, which then you plug, right? And there are screws in each armrest, which you plug. That's it. Everything else is the end of these being shaped into a dowel and stuck into a hole where they belong. Right? There'll be a series of holes along these back rails. At least the two of the rails will have a series of holes, so these go into them. And then two of the rails are what these will sit on. They'll be hooked on there, right? Sitting on two of them. Who's it for? Me. I just wanted to build it. I may put up for sale. I may donate it. I may keep it. May put it in my living room. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll put it in my spare bedroom. And sit up there and watch the birds because I'm old now and I've become a bird guy. I'm going to be making a couple of bird houses for personal use. Not bird houses, bird feeders. At some point here relatively soon. Maybe that'll be our next live stream project. After the chair's done, we'll make some bird feeders. And then that'll give me time to start assembling the material for the whiskey cabinet that I'm going to build. The whiskey cabinet, I may actually do some laminate work. Your new closet? Well, seems like there should be a rocking chair in a new closet. Squirrels love bird feeders? Yes, they do. I've got the little suet bricks, the like brick of beef fat with seeds and stuff in it, and a little wire cage that holds it. I put one of those out, I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I haven't seen any squirrels eating on it yet, but I have seen the birds. I can't remember, the common grackle, I think is what they are. They're like a blackbird, but they have iridescent feathers. Really cool looking. It took them a little bit to figure out how to sit on it and get it, because every time they'd sit on it, it would move and they'd freak out and fly away. And now they demolish that suet brick in like no time. Like I just put a fresh one out today or last night. Yeah. It's about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of it is gone already. But I have it hanging on a like a T-post for a clothesline, a metal T-post. I don't know if the squirrels can get up it or not. The rats of the bird world? Nah. I don't know. They look cool. That's all I care about. Apparently, they're fairly smart. I wonder if I can train them. Train them to fetch me shiny objects. Any specific invasive species of animal you have to deal with? Not to my knowledge. Not around here. Like not in my yard. Most things I have to deal with are groundhogs and skunks. We deal with those pretty quickly. Hi, Emily. How you doing? Wild hogs. Yeah, we don't have any. We have very few of those here. We do have some, but in all my years of hunting and stuff, I've only seen evidence of them once. And our hogs came from the Amish. Uh, there was an Amish pig farm that the fence went down, and most of the pigs got out, and they tried to catch as many of them as they could. Um, but some of them got out, and as you know, pigs well, they breed like rabbits, so it didn't take long for us to have a small population. I'm still alive. Good, good, Emily. Good. I don't know what the hell's going on in the world. I ultimately just don't care anymore. It's always some nonsense by somebody who doesn't have to face the consequences. And I have very, very strong feelings about that I won't get into. We have a lot of cougars around here. Are they the good kind of cougars or the drag you into a tree cougars? I believe it, Emily. So believe me, most of the country doesn't want any of that happening. Speaking of cougars. Oh, I rubbed my eyes with my shirt. It's got wood chips on it. You don't know me. Right, a guy into her jets. I don't know if I should show that comment or not. We're going to take the risk. We're going to take the risk. You got to watch out for them cougars, man. I'm telling you. They'll get you coming and going. They're sneaky, too. Sneaky. You don't even know they're on you. Yep. That's all the news that ever is anymore, Erwin. You're absolutely right. How bad can we upset people today? Chaos One said she's listening. Yeah? Is she? So she knows all about how sneaky them cougars can be. You gotta watch out for them. You're just walking out in your yard. Next thing you know, you got a cougar on top of you. It works both ways. More like K-drama. Oh my. In other news, I may be getting a CNC machine with her triangular love. What? What chaos? I didn't say anything mean or wrong. See a disco ball, you know you're in trouble. I hear cougars are attracted to shiny objects. Oh Lord. I suppose I could fire up the shop vac here and suck all this nonsense up real quick. Give me just 1 second, make a little bit of noise. What's the new project? It's the rocking chair build. That's what she said. I forget that my shop vac isn't that loud. It's not like the one I have in my basement. Turn it on. It sounds like a million children screaming at once. It's just loud and obnoxious. Or 100 cougars screaming. A month ago, you said I was going to build? Yeah, well, I took 2 weeks off. Last week was Easter. I don't do live streams on holidays. And I forgot about it on Saturday. Excuse me. And the week before, I was a little busy cleaning up after my my dog, who was in his old age. So he was leaving messes. So I was cleaning up and then lost track of time. And I didn't want to be in the shop. It's just nonsense after nonsense. So I canceled a ton of projects from the business. Like a ton of stupid little bullshit projects that didn't benefit me in any way. It was just people taking advantage of the cheaper rate and then trying to flood me with nonsense with ridiculous deadlines. Canceled a ton of that. And now I actually have some free time. Need to build some pink stuff. That unit was fun. Yeah. I do have a couple of people who are interested in kitchen islands. Not exactly the same design, but we'll see if those go anywhere. And one of them, if it does become a thing, is going to be kind of the opposite of what Chaos One's island is, where it was pink with white trim. They want white with pink trim, but a different pink. Obviously, we can't have the same pink. It's got to be one of the 17,000 other shades. It's like a darker, brighter pink or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand how some people decorate their kitchens. Like, Some of y'all got some very bright kitchens, I think. That's what she said. There's one of the other ones, they want a green, like a lighter green. And then one, like I said, none of them are confirmed projects yet. But one wants like a deep blue with white trim. So we'll see. Or no, not that one wasn't white trim. That one was deep, like a dark blue, um, with a lighter blue trim. With like a pale blue trim. Your kitchen's great. My kitchen is three different colors with three different countertops in it. Two different countertops. Because I gotta fix my my cherry countertops. So I'll put those back in. Hell, in fact, I might not even put them back in. I might just cut them down into big ass cutting boards. (1960s) yellow tile. That's what my walls are. My walls, like, they must have got a deal when they sold this house at some point in history. They must have got a deal on some terrible yellow paint because they painted everything. The entire house, the inside is all the same shade of awful yellow. And I've been slowly painting over it. And I know that they must have got a great deal on it because there were 2 5-gallon buckets of it in my basement when I bought the house. And then I lucked out, and somebody was looking for paint so they could repaint a rental unit. And I said, I got paint. You can have it. Yeah, yellow. It's like a pale yellow. That's the ugliest color ever. Oh, it's so ugly. I hate it. I'm a white, light gray walls kind of person with either your color comes from curtains or a feature wall, right? White, light gray, light blue, like light colors for a wall, but never yellow. Ugh, it's terrible. Or at least not that shade of yellow. Um, Needs more pink in it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it needs any pink in it. Although the back room has pink wall, and I don't like that. I don't mind that pink. That's actually the same pink as on your kitchen island. I think. Pretty sure. I have a gallon of paint out here somewhere. Most people doing gray or brown. So I don't mind the gray, but gray gets overdone so much. You need some color, right? You Same with white. You need some color. It can't just look institutional. You don't want pink kitchens. So I mean, for all I care, the kitchen could be black. I don't really care one way or another. But yeah, around here, Emily, people, gray is life. We've got a million different shades of gray, and I don't know why, but I guess it's popular. Artwork and accents and make the room. Yeah. But so my gray that I chose for my walls has almost a bluish tint to it. And it's just barely gray. It's just off white. Like it's not enough. It's not bright enough to like make you feel like you're in a hospital or something, but it's not dark enough that it feels like the walls are closing in on you. Right. But some people, like my neighbor's house, I like the siding on their house. They did dark gray siding with white corner trim, white window trim, all that, all the J channel and stuff, all the trim pieces were white. Looks really cool. It's great. I mean, it's really dark, but it looks really good. I couldn't do that inside a house. But that's what everybody's doing anymore. I mean, there's a house right here I'm looking at right out my window. It's got gray siding with white trim. The house right next to it, they're putting siding on. And looks like they're doing gray siding with white trim. You don't use wood in the kitchen. Wood is the best thing to use in the kitchen. Dark red walls with green carpet. Well, that's somebody really liked Christmas colors.
Who's the Christmas enthusiast?
Jesus. No. Why are you talking to me? Stop it. Cancel. Fucking hell. God, the fucking thing about gave me a heart attack. Jesus Christ. God damn. Thought somebody snuck in the shop. Fucking hell. Aluminum and marble. Yeah, we got a lot of marble and granite countertops are a big thing around here. I don't know, not so much with aluminum. Although my kitchen has aluminum in it. Aluminum and copper. I put up like a backsplash wall tiles. It's just like a sticky wall tile. But each tile is a bunch of little tiles. And it's like a stone look with some of the tiles are aluminum or copper. I think you want someone to sneak in the shop. I don't. I usually lock the door so nobody can come in here. But I didn't know that fucking thing. Did I say its name? I don't think I said its name. Like, scared the fucking shit out of me. God damn. Did you guys hear it? You heard it, right? Fucking sneaky bastard. Stop listening to me. It was that thing right there. No. No. It was the Amazon thing. Starts with an A. Now, underneath the TV, I have a thing. So my doorbell is connected to that, and I can see. No, not a person. Nope. My doorbell's connected to it, and I can see who's at my door from out here on that. And plus it plays music. That's pretty much the only usefulness that it has for me. Until Atlas is done, and then I'll throw these away and use my own AI. Which I think next week I'm going to have an Atlas programming-a-thon. It'll be a good time. But it is 5 o'clock. So I'm going to finish this drink, and then I'm going to go do some stuff. And, excuse me. Yeah. Kept on Assemble a ghost in your workshop with your own two hands? Yeah, apparently. Apparently. I don't know what keyword it listened to, but I will chat with you guys later. I have to go do some yard work so that all the neighbors then have to go do yard work because peer pressure is a bitch. No, I got a couple of things I got to get done, so I can't hang out with you guys all night. And I'm going to try to keep the live stream shorter going forward. Been baking this whole time. We're still baking for me. Thank you. Thank you. You guys owe me. You guys owe me some bagels. I only really want the cheese bagels. So long time I'm not seeing your muffins, right? I had to use freezer muffins the last week because Steph abandoned me. Chaos One abandoned me. She went to work. She couldn't make muffins for a week. I had to put them in the freezer. Only made cheese bagels. Those were the best. I mean, the other ones were good, but the cheese bagels were the best ones. I didn't even put cream cheese on them or anything. I just warmed them up and stuffed them in my face. I did get Easter dinner. That's true. That's true. But then I starved for the rest of the week. Right? I don't want store-bought muffins. They're terrible. Like I feel like I had the hookup for muffins and bread. And then I got abandoned. It was a sad day. It's a sad week. I didn't have any lunch. Like I had to fend for myself. It was terrible. It was terrible. I almost died of starvation. Have bread. I did get bread Friday. I did. But, all right, guys. I will chat with you later. I'm gonna go do some shit, and then I'm gonna go over to Chaos One's house and raid her dinner because she's making French dips with homemade breads. So catch y'all later. All right. We'll do another live. If I'm gonna switch to Saturday, I will post it. I'll schedule it a little while ahead of time so that you guys know. Like I said, during the summer, if it's gonna rain on Sunday, then I'll do live streams on Sunday. But if it's gonna rain on Saturday and be sunny on Sunday, I don't want to be in here. I got stuff I got to do out in the yard. So, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, and we will catch you next week. Bye, guys.